The next day, everyone's in class, and when suddenly Aizawa comes in, and he gives them permission slips to sign for them to go to the USJ. Everyone is hyped, and Izuku is hyped as well, but like less than the others, because he's going to get to actually use his powers correctly, or like in a bigger scale than usual. But he's not that type. You get me? Because like he will not get to show off that much, because they're gonna be in groups and shit. So yeah, Izuku gets the permission slip signed by his mom, and the next day Izuku like gives it, and obviously next week they go to the USJ. Now in the bus, suddenly his classmates like start talking of who is the strongest in the class, and they think they like have a debate of who is stronger, Izuku or Todoroki, because it's definitely not Bakugo, since he got beaten by Izuku. So who is it? They ask. Izuku who can control the wind and can heal somehow, or Todoroki, the son of Endeavor, the number 2 hero, who can control ice and fire. And they come to the conclusion that they can't really tell, since they haven't seen a lot of Todoroki's powers. Neither have they seen of Izuku, so they can't really get into they can't get a result. But most of them think that Izuku is most likely stronger than Todoroki. So anyways, after that they arrive to the USJ. When they go in, and Izuku is fucking bored out of his mind from 13's like speech of quirks are very dangerous and you should know how to control them because they're dangerous as fuck. And he knows that, okay? Like everyone actually knows that shit, okay? Like why the fuck is you even saying that? That's like normal shit for people. Like the quirks are dangerous, that's why villains shouldn't have quirks. Easy. But yeah, they like 13's speech like ends when suddenly they look to the middle of the USJ and they see portals appearing, and out comes Shigaraki and Kurogiri. And Kirishima says after he sees them, "Whoa, there's fake villains even? That's so manly!" And everyone is hyped as fuck. But Aizawa tells them that no, they're not fake villains, they're actual villains and they should be careful. And so he tells them to run out of the building, but then Kurogiri teleports behind everyone and starts sending them to their areas that they were sent in the original. But this time Izuku, since he kinda knew that this would actually happen, like he had a feeling that something would go bad, like wrong in this training shit that they're doing and shit. He kinda understood that, and the moment he saw the guy teleporting, he had his guard up all the time, okay, continuously. And so the moment Kurogiri tries to teleport Izuku, he just moves out of the way of the portal, and so he is not teleported with Suyu and Mineta. But instead of that, he stays basically right where he originally was. And the moment the moment he sees a fucking opening in Kurogiri's like defense, basically he goes all in, okay? He starts like shooting blades and like air blades. He starts like fucking pushing him with air. He wants to like suffocate him somewhat. He can do it a little bit, but not do it too much, because it does strain his body, like taking the air out of people's lungs, because he has to like concentrate a whole lot to do that. And so he decides to bring out their real guns, the big guns, you get me? And so Izuku decided to use his dragon slaying magic, sky dragon slayer magic, in its correct way of using it, by actually doing the moves. And so when he sees that it doesn't really do a whole lot of damage to Kurogiri because he doesn't have a complete body, he decides to just go all in and starts using his dragon slayer magic the correct way. And so he uses Sky Dragon Roar! And that did quite a lot of damage to Kurogiri. But the moment Kurogiri got damaged that much, he without even the command of Shigaraki, he summoned the Nomu, and then he told the Nomu himself, kill that kid now, because if Kurogiri dies or gets captured, Shigaraki doesn't get to escape. And so Izuku, after he sees a giant monster like running towards him, he like starts spamming dragon slaying magic on him the correct way, as I said. So he spams Dragon Slayer, what the fuck am I saying? Sky Dragon Roar, Sky Dragon Wing Attack, and Sky Dragon Claws. Yeah, Sky Dragon's Claw. And so Izuku does quite a lot of damage to the Nomu, but it's not enough to destroy it or really hurt it a lot, because it has shock absorption and high speed regeneration, which means he's not gonna get to do a lot of damage to it. And so the Nomu, after it literally just tanks all the attacks that Izuku did to him, to it, I guess, with minimal damages. It starts charging towards Izuku once again, and it starts destroying Izuku when suddenly Izuku activated one of the techniques that he learned to use, or like he made himself, Sky Dragon's Armor. And I don't even know if that exists in Fairy Tail, but I don't give a fuck, I'm just gonna give it to him. So what this does is just increases his defense by a whole fucking lot. And so Izuku gets to live to the next day, okay? So now Izuku can like stand a bit of a chance against the Nomu, but then the only way that he can actually defeat it is by everyone like ganging up on the Nomu as well as Izuku, and Aizawa deactivating the quirks that he is able to deactivate. And so he shouts at Aizawa, deactivated its quirks, and Aizawa like is shocked by the command that Izuku told him to like do and shit, but he does that. He's like a bit reluctant, but like he still does it. And now Izuku gets to actually do some damage, but then he shouts at everyone, we have to defeat this thing first before we go to the other people, to the other villains. And so like every person that did not get teleported away, just like Izuku, gets on like defeating the Nomu, as well as like Todoroki, who was in another area with Bakugo and Kirishima. They finally, after like multiple minutes of destroying villains, they came back to where the other people were, the like Aizawa and Izuku and shit, and they help the like this. I don't want to say killing, decapacitating the Nomu. And even before All Might arrived, the Nomu was knocked out cold and severely injured. Now Shigaraki sees that, and he's like hysteric right now. How did they defeat the Nomu? It was supposed to kill All Might. And he's like scratching himself and shit, like, because he has anxiety and wants to fucking kill everyone, because he's a psychotic fuck. But yeah, All Might arrives after Ida brought All Might, or told All Might what's happening, and All Might just gets fucking enraged at every villain that's there. And so every villain that wasn't knocked out by the students is getting destroyed by All Might, okay? Shigaraki, Kurogiri somewhat, every single villain that attacked the students that's still like awake is gonna get knocked out cold and fucking beaten to almost death, okay? And so the next day, everyone is literally in the hospital, including Izuku, because they got like severely injured, especially Izuku and who the fuck is it? Bakugo as well. Bakugo got injured as well, because he tried to fucking punch the shit out of Izuku, but then he got punched by Izuku and the Nomu as well. So literally Bakugo was fucked as fuck, because he was like selfish and wanted to get revenge on Izuku while they were about to fucking die. And so Bakugo and Izuku are like severely injured, and everyone is not that injured as Izuku and Bakugo, but they're still injured, so they have to be in the hospital. A week later, after everyone's like recovered mostly, uh, All Might walks up to Izuku and tells him, "Young man, can we talk for a bit?" And Izuku's like confused. Wait, what does All Might want with me? And so they go into the room that the original Izuku and All Might go over to, and All Might explains to him that he wants to give him his quirk, one for all. The quirk that was made to defeat the baddest of villain, All for One, who's literally the exact opposite of him. And so he explains to Izuku the quirk, and Izuku is like, "Damn, I'm gonna be the strongest." And so he says, "Sure, I can take it. Give it to me right now." And All Might's like, "Oh, wait, what? Why are you fucking talking like that?" Oh, and Izuku says, "Oh yeah, I want your power right now. Can you give it to me?" And All Might's like fucking confused because he thought Izuku was like a good kid, but he seems to be fucking selfish as fuck. But he after a long fucking conversation between him and Izuku, All Might and Izuku like explains to him, "I just want to be the strongest, okay? I am a good guy deep within, but I want to flex on the motherfucker. So just give me your power, cause then I can just flex completely." So you saw how fucking beaten up I was from that weakest, that strongest fucking Nomu, and so All Might ran like I don't even fucking know what. All Might, like, after a while he just gets annoyed by Izuku and just fine, just fucking get out, I don't give a fuck. Cause like he deep within him, All Might knows that Izuku is a good kid, even if he's fucking annoying in the outside. On the outside, and he knows that he's going to use the quirk way better than Mirio would ever be able to use it, because he has a purely, like, it seems, offensive and defensive quirk, but like somehow he has healing powers. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, because Izuku, like, is very physically trained, even more than the original Deku would be, he can use about 15% of One for All of Rip, and because he has his own energy that he uses normally, he is like a bit what the fuck is it called? He is like used to like using this kind of energy because it's very similar to his mana, like the One for All energy. And so he's able to use like full cowling of Rip, basically just using 20% of One for All in his whole body. Not 2015 I said. But yeah, now Izuku is fucking broken, and probably not gonna be able to be beaten by Nomu ever again, because he just got a 20% One for All boost, and he's gonna become way stronger with his Sky Dragon slaying magic as well. Now it's the next week, and everyone's very hyped for the US Sports Festival, and so Izuku like decides to just flex on the motherfuckers. He like he was doing his whole life basically, and he's just gonna show he's the strongest. Okay, he's the fastest, the strongest, the best that ever existed. And now that with All Might's power as well, he cannot be like compared to these vermin, he thinks. These fucking worms of society, these weak fucks. I am him, they are not. Basically that's how Izuku kinda thinks, but kinda not as well. He's like very fucking dumb as fuck. No, I don't know, dude, I don't know what I'm saying. He's like dumb in the way that of like he thinks that way, but as well that he thinks that people are good, and so he has to protect people. He's cocky as fuck, but he still wants to protect people. That's what I'm saying. Like, power wise, that you're not better than me, but I'm gonna save your ass, basically. I don't know why I was talking about nothing for straight 2 minutes now. Okay. Yeah, everyone is hyped for the US Sports Festival, and so it begins. Yeah. Now Izuku is called to the stadium to like give his speech, and he kinda does like the same thing that Bakugo did, but a bit more charismatic than usual. Because I feel like Izuku is like way more annoying than Bakugo is in the original, or even this timeline. And so yeah, they are kinda like annoyed by Izuku, but they know he's the strongest in his class, at least, or in the school by now. even with the third years like included. And so the festival begins, and the first sport, or like the first round, is an obstacle race. And Zuko says, "Wait, why the fuck are they making it so easy for me? I thought I'd have to fight like all people against me. You get me? It would be like a 1v100 or something, so that they would have a chance of like winning." He thinks sarcastically. But yeah, Izuku says, "Alright, let's do it." And when the race begins, he just creates dragon wings. He literally creates like dragon wings so that he can fly. And now that he learned how to create actual dragon wings with his mana, instead of like the sky, the air wings, the wind wings that he originally had, or that he originally made, because he didn't like them, and these are actually way better because they're a physical representation of like dragon wings. And so he uses his dragon wings, he just flies over everything and uses his wind manipulation to just fucking propel himself even more and even more. And the moment Izuku gets float, bro, the moment Izuku gets float, he's gonna be the fucking fastest flyer ever, bro. He's not gonna have any competition. So yeah, he gets obviously number one, so he has the 1 million point band thingy. And so yeah, let's start. Wait, what's the second one? That's the Carverly battle, the fucking horse battle. I don't fucking know the name. Fuck you. Yeah, the Carverly battle. Yeah, I'm not gonna cover it. I fucking hate it. So now, yeah, we have the same people pass as in the original, and so we go now to the 1v1s. It's Izuku versus our boy Shinso. Yeah, Shinso. And I feel like Izuku is definitely gonna get caught in his mind tricks, cause he just gonna fucking hey, what did you say to me, you little shit? Something like that. I don't know, but. Yeah, the moment Izuku goes in, fucking Shinso like starts fucking insulting Izuku, saying like, "Oh, you would burn with so much of barbed quark, and like, obviously you would be one of the strongest." And Izuku says, "Fuck yeah, what you think about the?" And the moment he like talks to Shinso, he gets brainwashed, and so Shinso like allows Izuku to walk off the stage, but then one for all, like, the vestiges help him to not get eliminated, just like they did in the original. And so he used actually 20%, which does hurt his body, but not as much as 100% were originally and in this timeline. And so he gets like a bit of like fractured bone or something, but he like gets rid of the mind control. And so he decides, after he realizes that he was about to fucking lose because he talked, that he's just not gonna talk to the guy. And so he just flies over to him with like just like wind manipulation, and just uses a fucking sky dragon roar up to the guy's fucking face. All the fucking snot is fucking going out of his face to the fucking crowd as well. And bro is like knocked out cold from the pressure of the wind. And so the next battle is Izuku versus Todoroki, the most awaited battle of them all, because Todoroki is like top 2 and Izuku is top 2 as well. They don't know who is the stronger one, but now that Izuku has a one for all, he's 100% stronger than Todoroki. But they don't know that he has one for all, so they think it's like a close match, just like originally it was like a week ago or something. And so the fight begins, and Todoroki just shoots fucking giant amounts of ice towards Izuku, and Izuku says, "I'm wait, you like shoot your ice at me. I'm just gonna fly over it." And so bro literally flies over it with he actually used his wings this time, because he gets more control over his wings. Like, it's kind of like using your feet as your hands. It's gonna be way worse at doing the things that your hands actually can do, but you still can somewhat do them. So wind manipulation is kind of a little bit worse for him to fly than his wings, because his wings are basically fucking attached to his spine and shit, and so he can use them like they were hands or like extra limbs, like he was born with them basically, and so he knows how to use them way better. And so he uses his wings and just shoots a fucking giant amount of like air towards, or wind towards Todoroki, but Todoroki, what the fuck am I saying, bro? I should stop talking so fast. Todoroki like blocks it with his eyes, just like making a fucking wall. And so Izuku just continuously starts like slashing the ice with pressurized air, and suddenly Izuku is right next to Todoroki. Todoroki is fucking scared that he is out of his mind, and he subconsciously like uses his fire side even though he didn't want to. And the moment Izuku like sees Todoroki like flinching or like getting scared of him using his fire, or getting mad at himself for using his fire, he just pushes him out the stage or the arena, because he was right next to the fucking border basically, and he just got pushed literally with just Izuku's hand, just like a little push. Ebro fucking fell, and yeah, Izuku won basically. And now I don't really remember in which order the fights go, and if I'm even getting it correct. But let's hop now to the Uraraka versus Bakugo fight. And because Izuku like has a crush on Uraraka, he goes and actually watches the fight that they're gonna have, like Bakugo versus Uraraka, and he just starts cheering for her. He literally manipulates the air so that his voice is like amplified so that she can hear him, and she gets like a giant boost of confidence. She's definitely not going to win, since she didn't have the original fucking boost of like fucking Izuku simping and shit. Like Izuku is so good, like she's actually trying. I have to try as well and shit, like just like in the original. And so she's going to lose, but she's not gonna lose like way worse than she did in the original, like a little bit worse of fight. But Bakugo is gonna be fucking ruthless, bro. Bakugo is gonna be ruthless as fuck. He hates Izuku, and the moment he hears Izuku cheering for Uraraka, he goes full on to fucking destroy her body, like kill her almost. And the moment Izuku like realizes that, he flies over to Bakugo, starts punching the fuck out of him up until he's like knocked out. And President Mike says, "You're not allowed to do that." And Izuku says, "I don't give a fuck if I was allowed to do that." He was about to fucking severely injure Uraraka without any fucking actual reason. And like everyone is taken aback, like they didn't realize that was about to happen. The only other person that actually realized that was Principal Nezu, but he actually wanted to see what was going to happen because he didn't want to really interfere in that battle. And so that was the end of part 2. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like. If you have any what if ideas, tell me in the comments. And with that said, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, Just OM out.